ndivuyela kwezinto ngokwasahamba ebezengaphela aphambi kwasifane mama eyam nje kulayika isibane mhlawumbe bayirot uyinto endiyizangayo kodwa ndibaliswa yintoni zonke izinto zodwa xasezidinga ibekele apha iyebabana inanakakhulumena nani ngoba xa kukho into yazenzela and uyakwazi uzezimali kumele uyafika namatwalelo bayifumoba into lenyenzayo yenza njani ibe yam kodwa ngexesha engekabi nalo akali kaxase so akho endizawuza phandle kokuthi into ayivela inida yokuba ikwasela ndenzela kodwa esingasindesadanga ngoyibeki ayinelanga ukuphinda lombuzo funeka uvele sekuthetha bendiweya kubantu bendikubekwesizo bayithanda iyavela ke into ethi when I was doing such, but God was there. That's how they are all of us to international councils of professional citizenship. International leaders. You have to make declaration of one. Do only a man that I never in a past. You found that your class, over you give the over you give the ecology of what we are. But and including one they could have facilitate our land. But delay. Again, when it comes to the side element, so long as I have a so I didn't hands on so we did but it not to be when you can so so we set him but the other person is what they get into the department of resources what they are this is not something that they answer about the celebrity nobody ever did inclusive the moyam about what was sometimes in the now, my banana equals person. What about the now? Uti. Papa. Pastor Tanzania. Papa. The 70 chapter. We can manage the Mama. And this will tell you that's Papa. So I write one, but only we members that you would. But license. We are here for one of the more
nale ncwadi othukile afista
yabo ukuthi hayi khona isibalapha yadi uba iconfirmation lana yadi khona zakini license mineral mining hayi kukomntana kodwa uthi mabebeko into engakhona assessment so lona ngipapha lana inyanzelisa inqabana ngokoze emvuma ithethe nakubona mama sisibakele ngoba kodwa ke sesinayo exposition asizophatha siyalapha kwimpenza masedex right banomnyeke ekwalo ndandale leya uba bavulile bonke alliance ukunqakane yabo but ngikubona ukuthi nabo sisontoba yilo ja ufuna so we don't implement the hands niva by yena yintoni ekukhendeza we now the agitation of the city mayamkele ichaza nje amava endwabonelene nyani le sometimes 3 years sometimes one after 5 years not 10 I 10 ibi 250,000 5 million athi ke onyolele baba 5 million abantu binde noba imali house answer what yes answer something good so nayo afika yafuneka siweshopana so shopana kuso siyavumelana kodwa lesi nayo ayikwazi ukuxoxa leyo xoxo yeyini andizi ngeke apha kuyazama leshi manje uletha lo andazi ba basemini kodwa into ezibona kwezi zinto zithe zafana namahahabe ingakumbi safu nonke isikhipha so apha kakhulu namangisi njenge ku American government nazi nyaku deficit economic safari kangwana eza kuphela izinto ziyahalela kubana lezi sensuhlala bayifuka umonifist or share this banenzani ayobhasenze kodwa Dina ujuti ayiwesi opinion yambebeko zozaphatha ayike ngalaso kha thatha kwabantu abafundele masabelo zofunda ukuthi asazithe comprehensive constitution go yedithi policy legislation regulation awufuna umthetho kanti police legislation sometimes even police by police around legislation in the regulation if the police is right what by legislation wrong one in Canada legislation the police is right legislation is right regulation they are not so you that's why it's like ubaba ufundana mama afana nani abunyanga bayiphelele ubaba amakopepe afaka then design ubaba diagram usenazi ithubo namba imena azafika lephambili okanye bese noma awuphinde ise global solidarity asina efana yesifana kucala le ngaphansi belile ukuthi now beautiful vision about ability to move is now one institutions we need what arrangement umbuzo ukuthi does the kingdom have capacity to do this. One colleague is that's someone that's very wrong at times. That's not 500 million chance, or 750 to try, and 25 teaching. That was a price that's this team. You will not find this. Then you call us the cooking one. What is it? So, Ukraine. What was our life? This is manipulating that doesn't move our eyes to Ukraine. China will work a billion and two hectares letters. Now, how have you bring that? Why is this but he gives up if this soil probably a sample. Now that's enough. All South Africans cannot produce enough sunflower for their own needs. All of South Africa cannot produce enough soil for their own needs. See, spaghetti imported. So, that's simple to that's what I'm it's just a way. I can say about so, same thing. We reason the rest of the once it's a comment about well, the sunflower, not price is very 1097. You know, 1.5. Every day that you only 65 that you give you. So what is it that you are producing in mass? And what should be producing now? Who are we producing it for? Really, anyway, I would speak or only what this is for organic level. This is organic, So that's the same, but you keep organic with it is good. So what kind of is of the world? More in terms of lifestyle. We started my partners, they know how to move on their lives. So I know as I just shared. All at the same time, I know to how long. So take a life, then sitting in Obama, champion at the end of the almost champion of the almost champion of the so we need to champion in the second country. So champion is Aban or so. In the final, so something was Makinana. Every Tom we probably in the networks. But essentially, I'll pass with it. This is a part of the consideration. If they get my mom, not that I summarize you are observing in the slides in the world. So it's a south I think the title of it. But again, we always this is an ask family. It's a family. Now we give it another. It's not but again, there's this yes. So the other is on the city, they exercise. They know the language. Okay, why every state we a lot of the pipeline, you know, if you're going to what since I don't now I will be mine about so the thing that you that's something that will comment this is not something but in this long as it's not like it of necessity. This is but in fact, the part and level, the item operation as far as you feel we will take. They are gone, but as far as that why, something as that. Come back casting. City. Back casting. City. So they are doing basically they have exercise to do vision of what I want. So the familiar with us about the guy you're gone. So when is about the ass but it's not that how to remain. Or in the public what vision of what I want, vision of what he wants. So you know the food thing about this each other. So is the game to so if the limited an IBCT, so Calama land of Zimbabwe, since moves back. Significant. Yesterday you said we are all going to transport after the year 2022. We were 10 years old against this. That's what I guess. And so we arrived in 2022. So what we do. So if somebody is to say, take me to 20 foot, 2 years before that date, what was it? You know? Take us to 2020. What was here? Is there 2040? Must start to 2025. Even you love. So, economic your plan. We are coming about the clash now, but professional now. They are never if they are. They are never if they are. So, I started seeing I will mining 100 million tons of this aluminium. Let's see 7 years now. So, Mama, is it realistic that 7 years is realistic? Because before we mine, we must have done it. Before that, we must have done mining permit. Before we must have done exploration. Before that, we must have had, and this. So we also had a lot of opportunity. Now it is going to step over. Yes, if not. So there is a bit of a heavy and each of us to make sure that this is serious. Whatever involved in this MPP, so that kind of problem the project might take 7 years, you know. We're waiting for solar and there's the facility here. There's the Kalima 7. So house to be better and my avocado, this is macadamia. They have months and we live the 5 years for. Yeah. So the can by in Tava. And I was in the next. All right. DT is 11:28. DT must is how the about from Parliament. In India. Baba and I come from Paula. It's a lot that. Again, is
I worry we're worrying, and I wonder, as we go someone young, I wonder how much time we devote to human resource, especially and maybe I'm out. But it's just something I wanted to get now I wonder of the plans that we have put in place. I want to know yet we have a lot of young people and we have a crisis. And we are I'm just reacting to but maybe going forward and start to go home into the because ultimately the workers of any project is kanye isijoba basiphithi na ukuba sisonke abantu abahleli apha sizizigigi bazimiliti yethu and it's just something I wanted to flag outside this something
right? Sinawe and the husband has a matter izolo apha take house this leading to challenge I can't even first when take out figure one longis what you absolutely so zamuthi ayikho incredible zafana apho ke uzawukhangelwa ulutsha abakhweli wena apha nje silele igalelo lakho ngoba ke number 6 kwezi 5 in fact yacela uba khawuke ujote something kulanda uFelikulo uba ubona ulutsha lapha wena lunja ingxaki zeziyobisi sinazo sinikiwe kwakudala ingxaki zepelanzotholan sinikiwe ingxaki zokwazi lezizwe noma sinikiwe so andizothi ngidlulise all this stuff wena into seyidile uzaba nombono wena ongafaniyo ezibasebenzi andazi abantu ngiphendule kahle usisilo yaqona yeah. You see, this is just not trouble. In defense of the zombie, if you really all well connected, uvelile into ngezitoro ezi-connected ezinayo ngisho i-internet connectivity yaqaqana kodwa ngosuhambe nibonile ngokusondiwa indlela ne eqaleni ngakumbi faka i-fiber athi usufikile lapho ne ichucha yonke indawo la fiber le singayigcini bantu because i-internet yana one day iyabe free so indawo ekhaphambi ukuze bakhuphe internet khawuleza nawe imbuzo ukuthi xa befikile abagandaganda kwisizwe samaRhabe besithi bafuna lapha ibuza namhlanje chance izibuza indolo kuzema linabo nina laba bantu yazazi ukuthi zakho baba ko into abayisithatha masala baniwe wena so ke ndiyafuza ke xa la fiber umuntu ngaphakathi engquswa uzosenze kwemithini ke lona uyaqonda nayi ngikuzi anakhona ngephendula ngisawo hayi thina phambi ukuthi bathe bawufika sathi so yes because usisi that investment yale fiber is one of the biggest changes South Africa has seen. Ziyafana nje internet connectivity. Iyafana ne-cellular connectivity. Sibonile ngokuchawa abantu befuneka ipani ne whether mu-MTN sebefundile ngobaba yokuconsult community. Leyo izoseyayazi. But aba be-fiber benza nje ngicela nje bekhosikhanyiselayo hayi bafikile phakathi sathi Jomsana now. Okay, what again? You call it the fiber. I go this line. The don't get out. We have me what I said. Online, green, orange, color line. Now, when the company liquid telephone, that one big to was facility, department station and home. Sana, so now life is about it. So they are trying to teach I will be friend with you. It does have an element of colonial encroachment. Let me explain this. There was a company called Broadband. Yona, you can do it. Put his song into the right. He's out. Because the regular mistake. So we know that in our society, the rich poor, and also those who are forward-looking. So a company associated with Sanlam. I'm just going to mention Sanlam, but you could call it the skeleton market. But if you watch too much television, so you have fiber. No, we've got enough of this money. So now we're going to do it. So who do as long as now? So what will happen is that money are here. So now we will collect the the internet connectivity, but it's by the MTN, all right. If you are, but if you are on the laptop, then hide with what or something. I mean, what order? Zamuti. This is so important, but as good as agriculture or better. It's as good as farming or livestock, if not better. Why? Because these are sustain. In fact, kodwa abantu abakwifaming basebenzisa irrigation this data science area, it applies there. Because now you can actually look at the land, and yes, the land is missing, and you can check whether the crops are irrigated or not, and what stage they are in terms of growth. It's all going to be like that data science. So there's only it is advised to go to because as well as these five, it is approaching anywhere as soon as it will be as the next door you do. The middle and the difference is the difference, but now right. I think if you pressure, Lobana sees fucking now. So, there's a messages of support.
Goes that.
Is made deforestation. The rest is indigenous forests. Forest management is that for the Hogsback. Consequences. Most of them are enforcing and yokuzama ukuba kusetyenzwe kunye namakomkhulu kunye nekumkani ukusebenzela abantu ikakhulu sijonge sincedisana ne-food security kwezela ukuvalayo already we've got 269 homestead food gardens. Amakhaya ayi-269 ekile ngenxa yenkxaso efana nokuhambisitiwa ukusukela emithethweni ukosana amashi kwezamakalisa uzalane mapakasakakalikwesikomkhulu omenwenenjalo zotandake company uChristmas. Kantona kakhulu-ke okokuba ngakwazi ukuphumelela. Wacela ke manje bekhona. Ngathi ngiyavuya ukuba ngifumane ithuba ngizoba phakathi kwenkosi nenkangala. Ngafuna-ke into ayithethwa nini, ithethwa ngani. Ufuna ukubuza nokubuza. Ngiyalezo ukhawulezileyo. Besi suka sayinwe ngosotsha yabalake kwakhona ndiye inkosi njani kodwa kuzomela ukungana in response to the invitation to Ransimama to attend this strategic session would like to reply as follows. Ransimama values and supports the cultural and traditional components and the history of the Afro kingdom. And we support the initiative of this strategic session. To understand the primary focus of this strategic session is to discuss how the kingdom should empower communities through project funding, implementation, and skill transfer on new strategic projects. In this regard, Ransimama is of the view that it could contribute financially to these peoples, provided some key criteria to be met. Such criteria should be also include good administrative and financial governance, transparency, accountability, and professional project management, designed to satisfy the funding criteria of national and international funders. Project funding ambitions should target such funders, not only local funders. In addition, the identification and selection of projects will be important, that these should provide meaningful support to the upliftment of people living in rural areas within the historically traditional area of influence of the Amarharhabe kingdom. In this regard, it will be useful to select key universities such as food security, skills training, health or education. Our delegate session will be able to participate further in discussions on the above objectives. Kind regards, Chris Vance, on behalf of Vance Timber.
And it is writing. Now, I'm giving about to ask Mr. President to send the message across via email to facilities. This is Natal. Thank you. We register here what other achievements of this country. We can talk to as an item of the seven right here. They can support money and then citizens and on condition that they use proper practice and then accountability. Food security being a priority. That counts as a time. Would be day one. I suppose you put as a time. But going to get confusion. Sir, thank you very much for that contribution. And did explain also the relationship. It's not today, it's very long from the past. Thank you so much. Can you just give him and another candidates? We take it as already happened. Teaching arrived this time, I'd like to invite the crew from the Foundation. We have a presentation ready here by way of introduction. Rolf, I'm going to leave the stage to you and you can marshal the process as you see. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for allowing us the opportunity to talk. I'm going to be very brief. I'm going to leave it to the experts to do the presentation. But just to frame the presentation, I thought it was important to explain where the project comes from and how far back it goes. This project is in fact a Hogsback Kingdom project that was initiated over 10 years ago. I remember sitting at the big table with the late king discussing this project, and he said to me he saw the benefits. We both didn't know what would happen with the project, and he asked the Royal Council at that stage who would be prepared to host the project. The chief from the Everest said he would. We had our meetings there, and that's when the project started. So I think what's important to understand is that this is not just any project. This is a project that was initiated by the Royal Council. It's a project that has been developed by the people of the Hogsback Kingdom. And you will see as you go through the project, the successes that we have are because of what people have done. This is not our success. We were merely the facilitators. The OurNews Foundation works mainly in the Eastern Cape and the Northern Cape. A lot of our work is in Southern Africa, East Africa, eventually English-speaking, West Africa, and more recently we've been asked to work in places like Mongolia, which is far away from Russia, so they're fighting at the moment. To understand the impact of this project is very important because we didn't go into this project knowing what we were going to do. We really had certain principles that we wanted to apply, and we have learned many lessons from that. Those lessons we've been able to take and be able to teach across the continent of Africa and as far as as you listen to the presentation, please understand where it comes from, and understand that it is a project that comes out of this community. And I think the guys sitting here have done a tremendous job. But more importantly, these people in the villages where we have worked are the ones that are truly the ones that should be standing here explaining to you what this project is about. And after this, I would encourage you to go and speak to them and get a view from them personally what this project has meant to them and how they've collectively built this project. So thank you very much again.
Good morning, folks. I'd like to thank the Royal Household. I'd like to thank Copter. I'd like to thank the party. And ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to actually be here. I would like to start by just explaining a little bit about myself that you can get to understand who I am. I was born in Lady Frere, which is now known as Tataru, in 1971. We were bought out there by the old nationalist government, and that we lived there in 1975. I also write for Farmers Weekly magazine, so some of my seen there. I also write on recently for the development. That was asked me to do their articles. I just want to start by saying that this project may only be involving 5 villages at the moment. But it's one we're actually learning the trials and tribulations about how to work the project. And something that has come up a lot here, what we picked up this morning, is things about capacity, things about how do we organize, how do we have structures, how do we have institutions, because we all know what we want to achieve. All of us in this country want to move on forward, and we want to achieve, and we want to be successful. Something that can be learned as an organization that puts across what we call a holistic and lifestyle management. I'm to start by saying that there's a strong point of integral these farming. We've heard about me mentioning things like fiber, and it's very important, and technology is important in the modern farming environment. I've been farming virtually now for 30 years. I've farmed sheep, goats, cattle, and pigs at different levels, over different power spans. I've run abattoirs, I went to university in the late 80s, and I've got a social science degree involved in that. For the assistant, I learned more about the red meat industry. So I'm qualified in the red meat industry. I've run abattoirs, I've got a meat cutting technician diploma behind me, just all things like that. Learn more about the industry. I just want to say that, coming back to the project here, you can see 2 young ladies standing in that photograph, right next to Ayanda. Next to them is a Hogsback farmer called Your Evidence. That's something I know. He's a big sheep farmer, runs cattle also. What is this whole process of skills transferable? If we co-opt what we call external partners. These people that they bring their skills and knowledge to the table. I just very briefly, prior to the project which we're actually running at the moment, or the whole business at the moment, because we're running it because now the community is running it themselves. The training that you saw there, what part of youth cooperative I was asked to mentor about 8 years ago. It was a 2-year project that. I was actually trying to party to the event because it was 7 youth groups spread all over the world. From Tela and Cumberstone in the north to Porgini, right down here to the Capital Hotel. So each of these groups, there were roughly 8 members. The groups was 900 ECUs and 2 vans. It was funded by the municipality and co-fund like tribal walls, South Africa. So I think there's a situation where young people, we've been given sheep at the onset of what does sheep was not acclimatized in that region. There were bad food shortages in the region. It was in the middle of a serious drought. And I just wondered why I actually mentioned that is that the design of the project is largely important. We can cover all the funding and money that we want to. We can get hundreds of millions of rands. It would be the project is not designed and planned properly. I can guarantee you that. I'm going to show you what I mean. If you come back to those two ladies there, cut a long story short, the first year that they farmed, they didn't have one line land. All their land was like. In the second year, 80% of their land was survived. Which was on commercial levels of farming. I'll show you what average is in the area in terms of land reading. It's low. It's not one of the issues that we have to deal with. So those two ladies that you saw there for one of our operating, and eventually after 2 years we went on to a national award farm. It's not to say that I should be given a hand, that's them. It shows that skills are not good and how you run and actually design a project can actually work. On to the next slide, please. So, that is what the project's name is, Communal Agricultural Transformation, CAP. I think it explains itself. We're trying to transform communal farmers into a position where they can not only live a sort of a subsistence lifestyle, but they actually start seeing an income from their farm. If I could just mention a few national stats at the moment, but I'll go more on there. So the idea is to get communities to that next level. Because communal farmers, I don't know whether many of you know, own the most livestock in South Africa. There are roughly 15 million cattle in South Africa, and more than half of those are found in communal farming. If you look at the asset base of communal farming in South Africa, land-wise, we only take that 16 million hectares of all of our land regions. I hate to use that word, that's an intensive word. But there are 15 million hectares, and what we ascertain, which I'm trying to show you in the next slides, you can just come to the next one. So that's just something that I raised from my from my research. I've done a lot of research as part of my work. And if you read that of the 14.1 million cattle, this goes back to 20 years ago, that figure is about 50 million now. And 2/3 of those cattle type were actually found in communal farming units. But only 2% of that, 2% of that, it was the whole playground. Now that tells you that there's a design problem in the communal farming areas about how those cattle are getting into the region. Because you only access equitable markets. Markets being sold. So livestock sold at high prices is selling into equitable markets. The problem is a lot of these areas, if they're driving around the one year later, come say, I'm Zimbabwe, so if they go to my 10,000 and I have a we are born on it, but I'm not going to get it. It was also here and 6,000. Not also 10,000. Okay. Our whole structure. Into SME, If I ask a lot of folk here today, what is the value, or what house of rent did you get, what are the rates? You can answer me.
Okay.
What are the rates? You get an A grade, you get an A, B grade, you get a B grade, you get a C grade. It's all according to age, and then you get different fatness types, and as this goes on. If you don't know this farmer, you don't know what that value is. So there are tiny things that we can change through skills transferable programs, like having programs in place. We've got a new system in place now in the Hill project where we're opening farmers to equitable markets, where they're getting higher prices than what they've ever got in the past. And that is the only way. There's no way that communal farmers, or any farmer for that matter, can make a living selling livestock at 40 or 50% under market value. The inputs and the margins in farming today have just become far too tight. We've got to fight things like droughts. We've got to fight things like importation of meat, of cheap meat. So we've got to extract maximum value. Can we just go on to the next one, please? So these are areas, the one village that we worked in the Transkei, in a wool grain project too, former Transkei region. You see there on the left, I don't know if you can quite see it. But that entire region there has now become almost unfarmable. It's Rapace and Amaike.
Okay.
And what that is causing population displacement. It's causing people to move from that region, and we've seen it in the Harewood district. There are many people moving from the Transkei region into the Ciskei region. And what happens is that those same types of practices that cause that are just being brought into a new region. So there are literally thousands, hundreds of thousands of hectares now in the former Transkei region that we view as being almost unfarmable. That photo on the right was prior to us starting our program in the Mteola region. That's how their grass looked in summer. If it looks like that in summer, how does it look in winter? Now, how do you run cattle on rangelands that look like that? And I come firstly and say that before we use any technology, before we use any fancy medications, or before we do anything, we cannot farm without grass. Because I'm yet to know of a farmer that's made it successfully feeding livestock out of a bag, which has become increasingly what we see in the rural areas. Every winter, nazi baki as it retired, the only people making money are the feed merchants. And the problem with that, and we've seen this time in and again, a man will have an ox, he'll feed 10 bales of lucerne to that ox every winter. Let's say lucerne's 100 rand a bale. Okay, so every winter he's fed that ox 1,000 rand. He keeps that ox for 8 years. That ox has cost him only in winter feed alone 8,000 rand. Sells that ox on auction, he gets 6,000 for it. We can't go on like this. We're talking today about strategies, about how we need to fix things, about how we need to adapt things. That is the reality of what's happening in our rural areas. A lot of people have got sons that work in Joburg that send their money home, to buy feeding in winter. It's still not sustainable. It's not sustainable, like I say, to keep on feeding out the bag. So our whole ideology is that you fix the land first. Once you fix the land, you can then fix the other problems. But then, having said that, we suddenly realize that you can't fix the land without fixing the social structures. Like what Party was saying, what are the structures we need? What are the institutions that we need? We've worked a lot of that out. Not all of it, but we've worked a lot of it out. Can we go on to the next slide, please? So these are some of the comparisons between the communal sector and the commercial sector. I'm sure you can see some very big differences there, and very concerning ones. Wool per sheep in communal farming areas 1.5 guys, commercial sector 3.5. Come to wool price per kilo 90 rand, wool price per kilo 140. Lamb weaning rate, a very big problem. 30% on average, in the commercial sector 80%. Weaner price in communal farming 25 rand a kilo, weaner price, commercial farming 39 rand a kilo. Cow weight 360 versus 450. So I don't need to go through them all, but you can see there's a big difference there. And that is a systemic problem. The system has a problem. Not only in terms of how land is being used, but in terms of things like animal genetics, in terms of having functional management programs in the areas that we live in. For example, a guy goes to a dairy farm and he buys a little calf. Those calves that you buy for 500 rand, it's a bull calf. Akateni lankomo. Iyakula lankomo. Ibe linkunzi ngoku. Iyaswela zonke zamazi phaa kulaa. So that young bull calf, which is a dairy breed, a guy bought it because he bought it cheap. Takes it into the area, that bull covers all the cows in that area. Suddenly all your cows in that region are worth nothing. Because nobody in the meat industry wants to buy a dairy cross. Try take a Jersey ox to the auction and see what they're going to give you for it, 3,000 rand or 2,800 rand. So I just want to say that that problem there is a problem that we need to sort out. And in the areas that we work in here, we've already sorted a lot of that out. There are guys there who are getting those types of prices. But we'll show you later here about some of the strategies that we implemented to actually improve those factors. Can we go on to the next screen, please? So, as I said to you, we need to sort out the physical environment. But there's a problem in communal farming areas. Unlike on a commercial farm, there's one owner. Or there may be an owner and his son, or owner and his brother. So, you know, to make decisions is quite simple. We're going to close these camps for this time. Maybe they have a slight argument, but you know, they get it done and they close those camps and actually rest them. Problem in a communal village, as you all know, there are many farmers there. If 90% of the farmers want to do it right, but 10% don't want to, you're going to fail. Because even if you rest in camps, the 10% that don't want to do it are going to go put their cattle into your rested camps. Why? Because there's no structure there. And we're going to go on to very, very briefly how we got the, and Ayanda will mention more about how we build structure in the communities there. The communities can now work in synergy. It's pointless having a scenario where everybody's working in their own direction. Another example is you get 80% of farmers that want to dip and dose their sheep and their cattle, 20% don't want to. What happens? Those that don't want to, their livestock infects all the other livestock all the time. Sure. Why does that happen? Because there's no structure there to handle animal health. The three foundations of farming is animal nutrition, which I've talked about, the felt and the grass, animal health, things like vaccinations, dipping and dosing programs, and the third one is management. If there's no management structure there, as I say, you can pile as much money in as you want. It's going to mean absolutely nothing. So I just want to quickly go through the points. So lack of effective regenerative grazing management, we've gone through that. Most villages that we go to, there's no system there. You see cattle and sheep walking all over the place. Grazing where they want, grazing how much they want. And the problem is that cattle and sheep are selective grazers. They don't eat the bad grasses. But they keep on eating the good grasses until the good grasses decide, well, it's time for us to die now. That's when you start getting with what they say, scare plus. Or China, like with Malay culture in Sabah. You start getting little lapais coming, you start getting lots of small thorn trees coming. Eventually that land becomes unfarmable. I'll say again there, a lack of capacity and dilapidated farming infrastructure. The problem is that if there's no structure in a communal farming jurisdiction, the government can bring as much infrastructure there as they want. New fencing, new handling facilities. What have we seen happen to fencing in the rural areas? It's up for 3 months, it's gone. Fencing today, with labour included, transport 40,000 rand a kilometre. You take the 15 million hectares of the former homeland regions and runs into trillions of rands. Government can't afford that. I've seen places that have fencing every 5 years. Fencing. Why? No one knows who owns that fencing. If I want to go take that fencing down and sell it, and someone complains, I'll say, why are you complaining? It's not your fencing, it's the government's fencing. So if the community doesn't take ownership of the infrastructure in their area, you can't go there. Because, as I said, no matter what you bring there, you can bring good quality Bonsmara balls there. If no one knows who owns them and who should be looking after them, they're just going to get loaded on the next truck, or they're going to get sold, or they're going to walk down the road and you'll never see them again. So, I come to the third last point from the bottom, badly designed projects. I can take you over the